Hello everyone, I'm Kalbi. 여러분 안녕하세요. Kalbi입니다. I've been seeing YouTubers take on 24-hour readathons, and it got me thinking, why not do one for Korean books? I think it's gonna be fun. As for the books, I want to read like a Korean, so I think I should read what the Koreans read. I've handpicked two Korean bestsellers. The first one is 여행의 이유. I translate as Reason for Travel by Kim Ho-yeon. It is a collection of thought-provoking travel-related essays. The second one is 불편한 편의점. I translate as The Inconvenient Convenience Store by Kim Ho-yeon, which offers some heartwarming stories. For the timer, it will start from 24 hours, counting down to 0 to track the time passing. I will take breaks from time to time and will pause the timer when I am not reading. I will now start with 여행의 이유, Reason for Travel by Kim Ho-yeon. I have now been reading for about 4 hours and 18 minutes and have finished the first 4 chapters of the book. The writer tries to explore the meaning of travel through his personal stories and also some studies. Some of his views do resonate with me. For example, he said that travel can help us for the time being get away from the mundane daily routines and just focus on the present. Also, we may discover some unexpected things when traveling, and such experience may help us reflect on who we are, which can help our personal growth and transformation. I always find very refreshing after traveling. I find the writer's writing style very engaging, and it's like chatting with a friend, which I like very much. That said, as I read the chapters in the order set out in the table of content, the first chapter is in fact the longest, and maybe I have not yet warmed up. I found a bit tiring to read it. The other 3 chapters are about 12 to 16 pages long, and I find them easy to read. Maybe I have warmed up at that time. As I find the chapters are not interdependent, if readers need warm up for reading like me, I would recommend readers starting with the shorter chapters first. Okay, that's all for the sharing for the time being. Let me now continue reading. About 9 hours and 55 minutes have passed, and I have finished reading the whole book. In the remaining chapters of the book, the writer explores the traveler's behavior and attitude through his personal experience and some literature. For example, he said the lesson from the Greek literature, Homer's Odyssey, is that when we travel to a foreign place, we should be humble and respect the others, and appreciate the hospitality shown by the local people. I have read Odyssey before, but I've never thought about this. On the whole, in this book, the writer has provided his views about travel, including its reasons, meaning, and functions, and some of them are quite novel to me and lead me to rethink my travel. Overall, I think this book is interesting and would recommend this book to readers who would like to explore these other aspects of travel. For the readathon, it took me nearly 10 hours to finish reading the first book, which is longer than I expected. However, I think it is a good start, and at least I have finished reading a book of around 200 pages. Okay, let me move on to the next book. The second book to read is The 불편한 편의점, The Inconvenient Convenience Store by Kim Ho-yeon. I still have about 7 hours, 33 minutes to go, and I have just finished reading the first 2 chapters of the second book. This book offers stories happening around a convenience store operated by Madam Yeon. Madam Yeon is a very kind person, and she operates the convenience store not for making money for herself, but for providing work for her employees. The two chapters total about 80 pages, which is around 30% of the content. The chapters are about how the two main characters, Madame Yom and Doko, get to know each other, and Doko then becomes the employee of the convenience store. Before working in the convenience store, Doko was a street sleeper. He has lost memory of his past due to alcoholic intoxication. However, he seems very smart and can learn things very quickly and handles matters effectively. I'm curious about what he did before becoming a street sleeper and how he will be doing in the convenience store going forward. Let me continue reading to find out. I have already read Korean books for 24 hours and have completed the readathon. In the last 7 hours and 33 minutes, I've read chapters 3, 4, 5, and 18 pages of chapter 6 of the second book. For completeness, I spent another 46 minutes wrapping up chapter 6. In these chapters, I can see the transformation of Doko from a once shy and silent street sleeper into a caring and helpful convenience store employee. As he supports his colleagues and customers through their struggles, I can witness his heartwarming transformation. In chapter 6, things heat up as Madame Yom's son decides to investigate Doko's background and tries to convince Madame Yom to sell the store for his own business. Will Doko's true identity be revealed? What's in store for the beloved convenience store? I'll keep reading after the readathon to find out. Also, the stories stress the importance of listening to the others and proactively taking action to make changes to make our lives better, to which I totally agree. I also love how engaging the narrative is. I really like this book very much. For this readathon, I've read the whole first book and 68% of the second, totaling 384 pages. I must admit, diving into a Korean book of over 200 pages was initially quite intimidating. But this readathon helped me see that it's not only manageable, but also really enjoyable. If you haven't already, give a Korean book readathon a try. And don't forget, K-literature deserves just as much love and attention as K-pop and K-drama. Happy reading! Thanks for watching and until next video.